There are two people with unknown power. Twins, to be exact. There is one thing certain about them. They were never meant to be separate people. They were born to the same soul, and yet they are two entirely different beings. They are named Robin and Amelia. Opposites in every way. Amelia, the kinder one of the two, whereas Robin is more towards the insane side than anything else, and far more violent. September 20th. That is the day we die, Amelia said with a soft sigh, only to be met with a groan and...
Quit being dramatic, Amelia. It seriously gets old.
Robin said, annoyed at his twin sister's overdramatic performances. Well, you can't see the future, Amelia shot back. With another sigh, Robin replied,
I may not be able to see into the future, but I know that the future is easily changed by actions in the present. Also, I can see into the future. I just see what's going to happen soon. You see, death, births, and other boring things like that.
Robin was growing quite angry at the way his sister always used her powers as a way to label herself better than him. Amelia, on the other hand, was tired of Robin always complaining whenever she brought something she had seen up. Of course, she would never bring her frustrations up, unlike Robin, who would on occasion have his problems, and they would have a rather big fight. It would come to almost physical violence on more than one occasion. Yet, no matter what happened to the two of them, they always seemed to cling together. As the days passed, Robin grew tired of his sister's dramatic flares. Then suddenly he got a flash of something, their death. At first he couldn't believe what he had seen, but the more he thought about it, the more it was true.
Amelia, how many times have I told you not to call me Robbie? One of the other stupid nicknames you come up with.
Robin said angrily. She didn't look afraid until Robin picked up the knife which was on the table beside him. Robin, put the knife down. We can talk about this. There is no need for violence, Amelia pleaded, but her pleas fell upon deaf ears. Robin had enough of his twin sister always being overdramatic.
I'm done trying to talk to you. Obviously you haven't ever listened to a word I said. All my warnings about not wanting to be called some stupid nickname, all the times I've told you to quit being so overdramatic. It's time to end this.
Robin said as he took a few steps towards his twin sister, who was quickly moving away from him. Robin, please, be reasonable. Give me a second chance. I can do better, I promise, she begged, her eyes wide with fear, as she hit the wall and grabbed at the nearest object.
Amelia, I have given you so many chances. I can't begin to count them. You always lie to me. You say you'll do better, but then you turn around and continue what you're doing before. You're a freaking hypocrite. You always tell others, and me, that you aren't overdramatic. Then you specifically make a minute problem a large one.
Robin shot back, his eyes filled with a fiery anger which showed no mercy for his fearful sister. Robin, I'm sorry, Amelia said. Robin was soon holding the knife to his sister's throat. Just as he lowered the knife to deliver the killing blow, all he saw was red, and he fell to the floor with a thud, his sister soon following. Robin opened his eyes quickly, his heart pounding as he shot up from his bed and began to look for his sister. He couldn't find her until he heard the door slam and his sister come in from outside. He was near the table and had been making himself a sandwich with a very sharp knife to help him cut the meat. Amelia looked annoyed and said, Robbie, won't you go outside and explain to Sarah that I can see the future? Robin glared at his sister for a moment.
Don't call me that,
he snapped at her. Oh, Robbie, come on, please, Amelia begged, even after she heard her friend leave.
I said not to call me that.
Robin shot back as he stood up, glaring at Amelia. What? Does my twin brother not like being called Robbie? She asked, smiling playfully as she stepped towards him. Robin sighed, and he could feel his anger rising, and he felt his hand slowly begin to go for the knife which lay on the table.